Hi, girls. First of all, I am not a video person at all. This is not my forte. I love to write, and truthfully, I started writing out what I've done this past month and realized really quickly that it was going to turn into a super long essay, and I didn't want to do that for you guys. So I decided to just do a video and explain what I've been doing this past month that has really been working for me. I was kind of hitting a rut in my business my fourth month. Um, I was having a hard time with the inviting process. I would spend hours upon hours going on Instagram, trying to connect with people, adding, inviting, and it was really a frustrating process to me because I was connecting with these girls that I had no idea if they would ever be interested in a health and fitness journey. And truthfully, I have pages and pages of documented girls that I connected with that all said no in the end and in the long run. And I just kept thinking, this is not working for me. I need to figure out something that's going to work. So um, I love just learning more and more about this business. So every day I try to learn something new, either on YouTube or a podcast or what have you. So I started following and listening to Jatana Jackson's videos, and she did this one on how she runs her challenge groups, which I thought was very interesting. And she runs free challenge groups. And to me, I had always thought, who would ever want to run a free challenge group? That's not why we're in this business, is to run free groups, because how are we ever supposed to hit Success Club, and how is that beneficial for us at all? But the way that she does it is super, super smart. And I do mine a little bit differently than hers, but I did take the overall concept that she uses and kind of made it my own and did something that I felt like would work for me and my team. What we did for our first free monthly challenge group, and this is kind of how we ran it, but also why I think it works and why I will continue to run my business this way in the future. So the first step is to pick a date that you want to do the free virtual gym. I think that giving yourself at least a week to market it is great. You can talk about it in your stories and kind of breadcrumb it a little bit, get people excited for it, and then officially announce it on your social media and make a huge deal about it, and make sure that your post is shareable. So make sure it's set to public. And we just marketed like crazy. What I did was just tell them how excited I am, make sure that the word free is in all caps. People love free things. So make sure that you make a big deal about the fact that it's free and that it's your first ever free group that you're hosting. And I talked a little bit about how Americans gain on average 10 to 15 pounds during the holiday season, and who's ready to lose 10 to 15 pounds and be ready for New Year's. And then in another statistic, 92% of people who wait until New Year's to start quit. Think about how much further ahead you could be if you just start now. So I think adding in those couple of statistics help people to kind of stop their scroll. And then another huge thing, I posted, I don't know, maybe 10 pictures of transformations from Team Together Fit. I posted underneath, and I think that again, it makes people stop their scroll and read what your post says. And then, of course, I think that you should do a raffle for anybody that shares your post. We were giving away a free workout tank, but whatever you want it to be, maybe it's samples of Energize or Shakeology, give people an incentive to share your post. And what I did after I posted this first one was I went into my virtual gym and I just said, hey girls, I just did a post. It would mean the world to me if you shared it with your friends and family on your page. And then all of my close friends and family that have been supportive of me, they all got a message saying, hey, I just made a post. It would mean so much to me if you could just simply share it. If not, no big deal. But it would just be so huge if you got the word out for me. And then if you have any friends that are social media influencers, like one of my best friends, she's in the makeup industry, and she has tons of people that follow her. So she did a post on hers, and I got, oh my gosh, bunch of girls from her page join the free virtual gym. And then towards the end, like maybe a day before the group starts, look at how many people you have signed up in your group. And I made a post that said 144. I couldn't even believe that number was real. 144 girls signed up for our free group. And I just talked about a story that I was telling my husband, Nick, that the group, I had this dream goal of getting 50 people into our first free virtual gym. But I told them my crazy huge dream goal would be 100 girls. And I was just telling them that God is so good. He gave me the desire of my heart, 144 girls, to impact their lives this month. So I think sharing a story with how many girls, people want to know they're not alone and they're not doing something crazy that nobody else is doing. For them to know there's 144 girls signed up for this group, it makes people think, well, I should do it too. They have FOMO. So I think between the 6th and the 7th, we had probably 30 more girls sign up just from that post alone. Okay. So I was talking to my husband the other day, and he is a bake manager. He's always been in sales, and I was explaining to him this group, and I said, I think the reason it worked so well is it took the initial figuring it out if people are even interested in a health and fitness journey. It took that completely out of the equation. I could skip that step. I didn't have to spend time investing in people's lives, connecting with them to first figure out if they're interested. So I looked at the sales process, and I thought prospecting, initiating contact, identifying needs, all 3 of those things I took out of the equation because these people are signing up for the group, meaning they need help with their health and fitness journey. So then in the group is where we present the offer, manage objections, and close a sale. So we only have 3 things left to do in the group. And then I do all of my connecting with these girls in the group. So instead of going on Instagram or Facebook every single night and messaging people back and forth and commenting and liking on pictures, I'm in my group talking to these girls, commenting back and forth with them. So that's what I'm doing. And that's why it's brought my joy back, because why did we all sign up to be coaches? To help people on their health and fitness journey. And that's what I'm doing now. It's awesome. So number 1, it takes the guesswork out of it. We already know that these people are interested in a health and fitness journey. And now I get to connect with women who I already know want this for themselves. And it takes, like I said, it takes that interest step out of the equation completely. And I was just getting tired of going after these people that I know didn't really want my help and didn't really want to hear from me. So I wanted to attract the right people and stop the guessing game. All right, so 2 days before your first day of the free virtual gym, you need to do your transformation picture and then also tell them your story. What was your life like before Beachbody, and what is your life like now? So I ran this with my business builder, and she did her post one day and then I did mine the next day. And we just talked about how this journey has changed us. And I think it's just really important for people to be able to make that connection with you, because many of these girls, I would say 90% of them, I had never met. I didn't even know who invited them to the group. So I think it's huge for them to hear your story, because these are not girls that have been following you in your journey. And then the day before the group started, we did a welcome video, and we just talked about how we know that they're going to have 1,000,001 questions, and we're here to answer them all, and that they're going to learn everything they need to learn in this group. And we are just so excited in the video and talking about the things that we are going to cover, like mindset and the nutrition and the workout plans and all of those things. But that is the day before the group starts. And I think it's super, super important to do a video. Like I said, I'm not a video person at all. It terrified me to make a video for these girls, but I forced myself to get out of my comfort zone because I wanted them to see my face. I wanted them to see my eyes and to see how passionate I am about helping women on their health and fitness journeys. And I wanted them to, again, make that connection with me because this is the first impression they're getting of me and Lindsay. First day, we we used Allie's prep units for the first week of post, but I also used them very strategically. So the first one was all about introductions, and check out the comments. 228 comments. The girls were so into this post. Girls are pouring out their hearts and souls to us about everything, their families, their lives, their struggles with loving their body right now. And it's just a really, really key thing to make sure that you comment back to every single one of these posts, because you have not connected with them before they are in this group. So this is your time to connect, is to comment on every single comment you get. And I think the other huge thing is to get their why, because you want to know their why for when the objections come. And then, let's see, day 2 was mindset, and Lindsay and I actually recreated this video because, again, I want them to see my face. I want them to see Lindsay's face. I want them to get to know us and hear our heart. 6, the weekly meal plan. And then on day 5, we did the challenge pack information. And we explained basically what is BOD, what is Shakeology, how have those things changed my life. And then I go over every single objection that I had. I hit all of those objections. And then I also put at the end, the first customer to order a challenge pack wins a free tank top. So I remember I had this post set for 5 a.m. to go out. And when I woke up that morning, there was already somebody saying, hey, I won a challenge pack. Did I win the free tank top? So it works. I promise you it works. And then I also go over the worst case scenario. I talk about the money back guarantee. And I think the huge thing about this post and why it works so well is that it is not one-on-one. You have 170 girls that are all reading this post, and then under the comments, it's, hey, I want a challenge pack. I want this flavor Shakeology. You have all these girls commenting that they want a challenge pack, and I think it's the positive peer pressure. People want to know that they're not alone. They want to know that they're not crazy, that they're buying into some scam. Of course, we all know that it's not a scam. It's the best thing ever. But they don't know that going into this. So I think that it also adds to that FOMO. And again, people want to know they're not alone in this. So I just posted some of what I wrote in mine. This is towards the end of it, after I'd explained what BOD and Shakeology, what they both are. But I give them 3 things that they need to post in the comment below if they want to purchase a challenge pack. And the first one is to tag either me or Lindsay, whoever they want to be their coach. The second one was to tell us a Shakeology flavor they'd like to try. And then the third one is their email address. And when they send us that email address, we are then able to go over, do you want to be a customer discount coach, and explain what the discount coach is. And I had every single girl that I signed up with the challenge pack wanted the discount coach. So it does work. About also the people that are nervous to make such a big investment in this, that it is the people that invest their hard-earned money into this that feel the need to work really, really hard to get a return. The people that choose not to make an investment, it's harder for them to work to get those results because they didn't make an investment. We talk about the workout schedule and what program they're going to do, but then I always put, we know some of you are using the gym membership, walking, running, doing workout classes. Totally cool with that. I want them to not feel pressured by me that they have to do Beachbody to be in this group, because it is a free month-long group, regardless of if they sign up for BOD, challenge pack, anything. It is free, and I want to make this a group that it has an impact for everybody, not just the people that purchase something. So as far as like the weekly meal plans and figuring out what program they're going to do and the workouts. I try to do a lot of that in the unit so that everybody in the group doesn't have to read about it. One of the posts, it doesn't matter which one you want to do, I ask them, hey, if you're all in this group, going to be the healthiest version of yourself, however you want to put it, post a selfie below in the comments. And then you're going to take all of those selfies and you're going to put them into a collage and post it on your social media and tag every single one of those selfies and do this post. You know, a face on here. These are the finalists for our No Excuse November group. Give them a huge shout out of support because in 30 days, they will have transformed their health and fitness. They will be learning portion control, how to meal plan, and getting personal trainer style workouts all in their home. They'll also be winning fun prizes. It's a private group of just us ladies holding each other accountable and motivating one another. Complete recipe for success. Next group starts December 1st. To RSVP, click the link below. So you have all of their friends, every single one of these girls in the group, all of their friends' eyes are now seeing their face and getting to see you and about your group. Whereas otherwise, you would have probably never gotten this information in their hands. So I think another huge thing is any of those girls that gets a lot of comments on this picture, like you can go to their wall, their Facebook feed and see, you need to then go to those girls and say, hey, look, you have been such a rock star challenger. You've been amazing in the group. I've seen that you have so much support from your friends and they all want to get involved in this. What I would suggest for you is to become a coach so that way you can help your friends and family and start making a little bit of income from this. And all you need to do is walk this journey just like you're doing right now, but do it helping your friends and family. So I think that's huge to be getting business builders and giving people that boost of confidence. This will be towards the last week of the group. We're going to say in 5 more days, the group closes and you find yourself asking, what next? Don't leave me. Well, let me reassure you, we're not going anywhere. Here are your 2 options. If you purchase a challenge pack or BOD, you will move to our exclusive Stronger Together virtual gym on December 7th. If you'd like to continue in this group and have not purchased BOD yet, here are the options below. And then number 2, they have the option to go into our sneak peek coaching group. And then I just go on to talk about how there's been so many Rockstar Challengers, that they participate, and that they're already doing exactly what a coach does. And that often my Rockstar Challengers become my Rockstar coaches. And I talk about being a coach simply means being on your own journey and bringing others with you. That's it. The whole concept of the group has just helped me bring my joy back into this. And the benefits to doing this group, it gets the right eyes on your stuff. So people that actually have an interest in bettering themselves with their health and fitness journey are not just picking a random person. And then I think it also helps that they feel as though you're not a complete stranger because they got your name from somebody. So maybe it's a friend of a friend or whatever the case may be. These girls have a certain level of trust in you already without even having talked to you. And then the best part about this group, I think, is that you get to run this group with whoever you want. So if you have a business builder that's struggling, or if you want to run this with 5 of your business builders, you totally can. And then what they can do is take this group and they can run with their business builders. And you can do 2 people to a group, 3 people run the group, however you want to do it. But I think the best way that people learn is by doing things themselves and doing it with you. And I think the best part is that everything you can just literally copy and paste and then they can make it their own. But to be able to have all the prep units, like all of the stuff for December's group is completely already done. So a lot of it was time consuming, like making the videos, making sure the content was in the right order and that it was it was constructed well for the free group. I obviously had to change some things. That does take some time for the free group. But that being said, for December, copy, paste, copy, paste. It's the same information every single time you do the free group, but obviously you're going to have different women in the group. So the really cool part is just going to be connecting with these women every single month and helping them on their fitness journey. So I think I told you the first week really is all the prep units, and I can give you guys pretty much what I do for the first, I would say, 10 days or so. And then I run it basically just like I do my virtual gym with my exclusive girls, meaning the people that have like purchased something from me in the past. I just run it the same, just like Allie runs her group. Comment below, share your day. But like I said, all of those posts are already in there. So all I have to do is copy and paste them for the next group. And I know I've hit on this a couple times, but why this has brought my joy back. Holy cow, I'm like a different person this month compared to last month. Last month I was just so stressed out. I'm very how do I explain my personality? I am very determined. I'm very driven. I want to succeed in what I'm doing and give it my all. And I felt like I was giving it all and it just wasn't enough. I wasn't getting anywhere. So this has brought my joy back. It truly has. And it allows us to do what we really love to do, which is helping people and giving them the tools for success and teaching them how to stick with it. And I'm no longer spending hours on hours inviting people and connecting on social media. I get to spend my time connecting with girls in the group who really want our help. And at the end of the day, even if 5% or 10% of the girls purchase something, to me, I still have that fulfillment of being able to help women on their health and fitness journeys. And I think another really cool part about this group is it allows you to hit Success Club in the beginning of the month and then really focus on bringing on business builders the rest of the month and pouring into your current business builders and maybe putting a little bit more time into social media posts that you normally wouldn't have the time to do and connecting with your current virtual gym girls. It's just given me so much more freedom in my time to do things that I love doing in this business. So like I said, the content is going to be the same every single month for the free virtual gym. So if you have girls that come to you afterwards that are like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep doing the free groups over and over and over since they're free. Well, it doesn't really work that way. You get a month for free, and then you either have to choose to go into the exclusive virtual gym or they can hear more about the coaching, but it does not serve them at all to go back into the free virtual gym because they're going to be doing exactly what they just did this past month. So last step, start marketing the following month's group a week in advance. So our next group is going to be December 1st. So we will start marketing probably next Sunday. And like I said, we breadcrumb in our stories prior to the first post. And then we market it for a week in our stories, but also the post and getting people to share your post, but also invite people privately. I sent private messages to everybody that I had talked to previously that were interested in Beachbody but didn't want to invest in anything. I sent them, hey, I'm doing a free group, and tons of people signed up that had said no about the other virtual gym before. I make a post in your virtual gym, in your free group about sharing your post. So everybody in the free group will get a link to my post for the December group, and I'm going to just say, hey, if you girls loved this journey, loved this month, do you mind sharing it on your page? And then we're doing a huge giveaway for sharing our posts. So that's, again, another incentive for people to share